How everybody feel tonight? You don't mind if I sing a little bit, do you? I want you to know that I want y'all to know that y'all gonna help me sing it tonight. Come on, stand up and help me sing if you don't mind. I want you to know that I want y'all to know that if you got your health and strength, you ought to sing. If you got your health and strength, you ought to sing. If he kept you in your right mind, you ought to sing. How many have God kept you in your right mind? If he kept you in your right mind. First of all, let's give honor to God for the pastor, the angel of this house, of the Everdale Baptist Church in Watervalley, Mississippi, Pastor Philip Brackett. I'm going to talk a little bit, amen. Don't get these mics right, amen. He told me just talk while you get them right, amen. Amen. And then to my deacon, amen, Deacon Johnny Booker, amen, and to the Everdale deacons as well. And to one of my friends and my brethren, amen, from the Mount Nebo Baptist Church in Memphis, Tennessee, Pastor John White, amen. Thank him for coming tonight. And all of you that's here, thank God for you. Pastor, I think I like that right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I like that right there. Amen. And then, amen, my brother, amen, Darren. Amen. Thank God for him. Amen. 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 Until, amen, the trainer, you want to know how to fight. Talk to the drummer boy. Amen. To all of you that's here tonight, you've been wonderful These 3 nights you've been wonderful. And tonight we're going to go out rejoicing. Amen? Yeah. The first night we talked about, I think we came from Psalms 23, ain't that right? And we talked about this time. No, we talked about I'm covered. And then on last night we came from Matthew, I believe, chapter 6, and 6 and 14, 15, and we talked about it's time to forgive. And tonight we're going to go to the gospel, to St. John chapter 11. Amen. St. John chapter 11. Did you come to be blessed on tonight? Amen. Amen. God bless you, Mom. I see you sitting there, Mother Harrison. Amen. Amen. God been good to her and her husband. Gave them a new baby. Amen. 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 I'm sorry. Amen. St. John chapter 11. Y'all know the Harrison, that's my family. I can go over their house anytime I want to, so. Amen. That's what Pop said. He said, this is our new addition. So I said, watch out, Dad. Amen. St. John chapter 11. And I only want to read one verse, and that's verse 15. When you have it, say amen. Let's read it together. What does it say? And I am glad for your sake that I was not there, to the intent you may believe. Come on, read that one more time.
And I am glad for your sake that I was not there, to the intent you may believe. Nevertheless, let us go unto him.
Amen. And I am glad for your sake that I was not there, to the intent that you may believe. Nevertheless, let us go unto him. Tonight I want to talk about, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor. The preacher going to talk about tonight. It was a setup for God's glory. Look at somebody else and say, neighbor. The preacher won't talk about tonight. It was a setup for God's glory. Amen. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, I come to understand that there's a lot of things that happen in our life that we just really think God cared nothing about us. There's been some things that have transpired already this year in some of your lives, and you keep asking yourself, what's the purpose of going to church if I'm going to keep on going through what I'm going through? Don't it bother you that it seems the more you praise God, the more trouble comes? It seems like when you sit at home and don't even think about coming to church, it seems to you you're having a better week. But it seems that when you come to church, you shout and you dance and you pay your tithes, and it seems like that week seems to be a hard week. Well, things that God allowed to come in our life, first of all, he knows the end before the beginning gets started. He knows exactly how it's going to end. He knows exactly how it's going to turn out. Our problem is that we don't mind going through tests and trials as long as we know the end result. We don't mind going through ups and downs as long as we know how we coming out of it. Can I tell you, my brothers and sisters, that there's some things that happen in our life, even when you call on God, he won't answer. Am I talking to anybody tonight? There are some times you're going to ask him, Lord, why? He ain't going to respond to you. Sometimes God have a way of letting the pressure get so hard on you. And then when the pressure gets so hard that you're about to break, he'll just step right in the room. If there ain't anybody that can witness tonight and say that there's been times you thought it was over, and right at the end of it, God showed up and turned that thing all the way around. And my brothers and sisters, we look here at a story that we have talked about for many years about Lazarus being dead. Now understand that Jesus and Lazarus was friends. They was friends. Anytime Jesus went into Bethany, he will always stop at a house and get a good old chicken sandwich because they was friends. And you know, a lot of us in here, we call people our friends, but if the truth really be told, they really ain't your friend. Oh, you get quiet on me tonight. Yeah, because one thing about a friend sometimes even stick closer than any blood brother. A friend sometimes will stick closer to you than your own family member will. So Jesus was good friends with Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. Well, the Bible says that what began to happen was Lazarus got sick. And when Lazarus got sick, they went and they told Jesus, Jesus, your friend is sick. The one whom thou lovest is sick. The Bible says Jesus looked at them and basically said, okay. And a lot of us have experienced that in our lives, that we have called upon the Lord and we really thought he should have showed up immediately because of our faithfulness in church. But sometimes, it don't matter how faithful you've been, he still won't say nothing. You're looking at me really weird. I love y'all. yeah. Sometimes he have a way of bending you to your knees. You know, I have some children of mine that they are so spoiled that sometimes I think they deliberately do some wrong things. Because they know when it's all said and done, I'm going to make sure ain't nobody going to hurt them. Sometimes that's how it is with us. We do what we want to do because we think we got that connect with Jesus. But can I tell you something, my brothers and sisters, when it's all said and done, holiness is right. Yes, it is all, y'all gonna get quiet on that. When it's all said and done, if you're gonna be a believer, you got to be a believer. The Bible goes on and said that Jesus, he just said basically, okay. Then if you would go to verse number, I want to go to verse number 6. Well, let me go to verse number 5. Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. Verse 6, when he had heard therefore that he was sick, he abode there 2 days, still in the same place where he was. Now, do that sound right for somebody that say they love you? You call them and say, I'm stranded, and they say, all right, today Thursday, I'll be there before Saturday. No, you wouldn't like that. You would feel like, hey, I'm your friend. You're supposed to drop what you're doing and come see me. Anybody feel like that up in here? I know y'all don't want to raise your hand because you got somebody you got to call tomorrow. But let me tell you, you got to understand that when you go to Jesus, somebody said when you go to Jesus, and when you tell them about a problem, we got to learn how to just leave it there. Somebody say leave it there. Verse number 8 said, his disciples said to him, Master, the Jews of late sought to stone thee, and goest thou there again. You know, Jesus had already been through their starting mess already. All right. And they had a warrant out for Jesus. They was going to get him. Yeah. And they told all the people that was following him, any of y'all follow him through here, you're going to get got too. And so now Jesus telling them, listen, y'all, we got to go back through there because I got ministry I got to do. And they said, ministry? Jesus, they going to kill us. He said, just come on and follow me. Let's just go on over there. And sometimes when you know Jesus is leading, danger shouldn't matter. When you know Jesus is in charge, it shouldn't matter what man say they're going to do to you. Can I get any help up in here? Or the Bible goes on and says that Jesus in verse 9 answered, are there not 12 hours in the day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbled not, because he seeth the light of the world. But if any man walk in the night, he stumbled because there is no light in him. Some of y'all say, These things said he. After that said unto them, our friend Lazarus sleepeth, but I go that I may awake him out of sleep. Now I hear there in these disciples that's already fearful, telling Jesus if a man is asleep, why do the ones that's awake got to get killed? He sleep while we got to go back and check up on him. He said, just come on. I got to go and see about Lazarus. The Bible goes further and say that when Jesus got there to the house where Mary and Martha was, Martha pretty much was in her funk at the time. She pretty much was sitting there looking all sour like she had been wanted for murder. And you know, some of us in here tonight, I'm looking at you, you don't even know how to show your expressions when you're waiting on God. Yeah. Some of you, when you're waiting on God, you still frowned up. Yeah, you're still worried. You're still talking about what ain't going to happen. But when you're waiting on God, there ought to come a spirit of consolation. It ought to come a spirit over you that lets you know that he may not show up when I want him to show up, but I declare he going to show up right on time. Somebody say he'll show up right on time. The Bible goes further and said that when Jesus get to this house, and they round there looking all lopsided and look like they have been sucking on sour lemons all day long. And Jesus will say, well, Lazarus said, I don't want to talk to y'all. Y'all are faithless. You don't got no faith. Where is Lazarus? And they said, well, Master, if you had to just come on and come when we told you to come, and all this would have been going on. Jesus looked at them women and he said, listen here, do you believe that you're going to see your brother again? You know, they got a little attitude like some of us church folks do. Yeah, I believe I'm going to see him in the resurrection. I believe I'm going to see him again. Jesus had to reassure them that I am the resurrection. And I am the life. And though you were dead, yet shall you rise again. Look at somebody and say, you're going to get up again. Oh yeah. So Jesus, he goes where they at, and then the Bible goes further and say that after Jesus even gets there, that Jesus wept. Somebody say Jesus wept. Come on, say Jesus wept. Oh, my brothers and sisters, when I look at this word wept, weeping is more deeper than crying. Weeping is more deeper than crying because when I was a young boy, I used to know how to make myself cry whenever I wanted whatever I wanted. But one thing about weeping, when you weep, that hits the heart. When you're weeping, it's inner, it's more inside of you. When you're crying, it's coming out of you. And what Jesus was doing was he was weeping not because Lazarus was dead. He was weeping because they didn't believe. Oh, y'all gonna make this hard with him, ain't you? Yeah, he was weeping because I did it for you before. I've healed you before. I did things for you before. And you doubt me once again. Look at somebody and say, he don't did so much for me that if he don't do nothing else, he don't done enough. Oh, you better stop freaking and getting all upset and been out of shape when it looked like that he ain't gonna come. Ty Tribbett says it like this: if he did it before, he'll do it again. Somebody say he'll do it again. Oh yeah, my brothers and sisters. Yeah, the Bible goes further and says now they get to the point where they end up where Lazarus is buried. Where Lazarus is buried, and they end up at this place. And when they end up at this place, you know, there was more than Lazarus laying out there. There was more people that had already died that was laying out there. But the Bible said that when Jesus walked up in the graveyard, when he got in the area of where Lazarus was at, Jesus began to identify the issue he wanted. Somebody say he began to identify. Yeah, you know, if he just would have walked out there and said dead raised, everybody would have got up. He couldn't just walk out there and just said all the dead raised, because everybody would have stood up. But he identified who he wanted. He said, Lazarus, come forth. Yeah, let me put a pin there, my brothers and sisters, and let you know that it does not matter how dead your situation looks. You better understand that when Jesus tells that thing to act right, it got to act right. Somebody say it got to act right. So I hear Jesus telling this grave, loose this man and let him go. Loose this man and let him be. My brothers and sisters, as a whole, a lot of us in here tonight, that we got some things that's dead in our lives. We got some things that need to be resurrected. Are you going to walk with me tonight? We got some things that need to be cranked back up. You say, Reverend, what do you mean? Some things dead in our life. Or some of you have literally lost all of the little joy you had. All the little spirit you had. You literally lost all that. You literally lost all your happiness. And those things have become dead in your life. But I declare that if you learn how to take your burdens to the Lord, and when you take your burdens to the Lord, you leave them there. The Bible said that when Jesus told Lazarus to come forth, he came up, but he was still bound. He came up, but he was still wrapped in dead clothes. Oh, but I heard Jesus looked at the grave, looked at the body, and said, loose this man and let him go. That's all I come to tell you tonight. That whatever storm or whatever situation you got going on in your life, Jesus is speaking tonight saying, loose him and let him go. Or if you're sitting in here tonight and you can't figure out how you're going to get out of that thing that you're in, you better learn how to tell the Lord, Lord, I'm your child. And you told me in your word that whatever I need, that you would supply. So I see Lazarus standing by the grave. And while he's standing there, everything that had him bound, Jesus commanded, it let them loose. And he told them rags that was on him. He said, loose this man and let him go. Are y'all gonna help me on tonight? Because he knew that there were some people that didn't believe he was who he was. And he knew that there were some people that didn't believe that he was the Son of God. And sometime in our life, God gotta take us through a storm just to show us who he is. And it ain't always something that you did wrong, but can I encourage you tonight and let you know God decided to use you. Yeah, you may say, Reverend, all of these people that's in the world, why would God take me through what I'm going through? I'm glad you asked tonight, because you remembered when you joined the church, you told the Lord, anyway you want to use me. And Lord, here am I. But it seems, Pastor bragging, that every time God try to use them, we fold up and throw in the towel. But can I tell y'all one thing? In here tonight, no matter how much you try to get out of it, you got to ride your road of the storm. Are y'all gonna pray with me tonight? Yeah. You may try to get out of it, but when it's your time to go through your storm, you can't get out of it. Oh Lord, you got to learn how to go through the storm, because it's only a setup. What you mean, preacher, is only a setup. If you can only make it through the night, if you can only make it through the storm, I declare on the other side of the valley is a victory. Is there anybody in here tonight that's willing to testify and say, I've had my share of trouble. I've had days when I didn't believe I was alive. But don't it seem like the scripture is right in some of your life when it says that we've been made endure for a night? Oh, Lord, anybody in here know that joy is coming in the morning? Look at somebody and say, joy is coming in the morning. Oh, Lord. ever got bragging that when I can't keep myself, he got a way of holding me. He got a way of letting me know that trouble don't last always. Are y'all praying with me tonight? He got a way of letting me know that if you can just hold out until tomorrow, that everything gonna be alright. Is there anybody in here tonight that can say that everything gonna be alright? Y'all sitting there looking at me like you're confused and don't understand what I'm trying to tell you. You better get up and grab somebody and say everything is gonna be alright. Oh Lord, yeah. I know it hurts. Yes, I know it's painful. Yeah, I know it's bothering you. But Deacon Harrison, everything's gonna be alright. Oh Lord, if you believe it, lift your hand and say everything is gonna be alright. Look at somebody and say, here's a setup for God's glory. I want you to lift your hands all over this building. Just lift your hands. Lift your hands. And I want us to sing it softly. I don't want us to sing it hard, because I want you to sing it until you can understand what you're saying. Because somebody in here, the Spirit of the Lord is telling me tonight, you're about to have a nervous breakdown, but I bind that demon right now. You will not have no nervous breakdown. You will not, I don't know who I'm talking to in here tonight, but somebody you sitting in this room tonight, you about to have it. It look like you saying to yourself, God, I'm tired of trying. God, I'm tired, I'm fed up, I'm tired. But God said, not tonight.